Buy cheap and safe NBA 2k22 MT at NBA2king.com. You can use code Excapar, that's EXCAPAR, for 5% off your entire purchase.
Alright, best cards tier list. This one's going to take a long time, and if you want to see everybody at their individual positions, you can check that out, link in the description down below. Now, I won't have any of the new Metamorphosis cards, but you still can check it out, and also if you're watching this video, please hit that like button and subscribe button. These tier lists take so long to make, so it really helps out if you guys can leave the likes, do all that wonderful stuff, and help your boy out. It's again, these tier lists take quite a while to make, so just it always helps out. Anyway, we're going to do again the quick format, just kind of jump through them and have some fun. So here's everybody in the worst and the best tier. We're starting off with Toni Kukoc. A card do I like? Brook Lopez based on the normal timing, just not really the greatest of defenders. I do like this Kukoc, I just don't think he's, like crazy. Thonmaker, very offensive kind of center, jump shot 47 on that quick timing. He shoots threes pretty well, he makes well. He's an offensive center. I don't think he's too crazy. Mike Conley's got jump shot 22. He's got the normal timing. He's a good defender. He's an alright playmaker. He's a bit undersized. I just think the card's a bit outdated. Same thing with Mikal Bridges, one of my favorite cards in the game right now. Jump shot 80. He feels super smooth. I love his defense. I love his playmaking. I love his finishing. But obviously, he's not is insane anymore. But I hope, please 2K, give us a better one. Gilbert Arenas, one of the worst jumpers in the game, honestly. He is a good finisher. He can play make, he can't play defense, but he's nothing crazy. Dirk Nowitzki is one of the worst jumpers in the game. It's just super slow and super easy to contest. Darren Williams has jump shot 38, I think, on the normal timing, and it's super slow. And to make it feel even worse, they gave him the base dribble style as well. So I honestly think they kind of just decided that Darren wasn't going to be anything good, which is weird because I think they dropped this card like right after he got his knockout and then gave him the trash one, which is just weird. Kobe White, pretty good. Jump shot 80 again. He's decent. He's a pretty good card. I just don't think that he's anything crazy. Chris Paul, undersized, 6'3", does have a good jumper. He's a pretty good card, but I just don't think that he's like insane, anything that you should like get too excited about. He's a good card. He's a good card. That's literally it. I just think he's all right. And then we got Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is like notorious for being one of the more underwhelming cards that we have in the game right now, which obviously just isn't what you want out of the cards that are using on your squad, them being underwhelming. His Dark Matter, insane. This one, not so much. Then we have Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo is just one of those cards that it's just kind of, I don't know, like those Giannis kind of cards that are supposed to be like insanely good, but just kind of don't feel that way. You know what I mean? Good defense, good playmaking, yeah, can finish, but I don't know, I'm not excited. And we got the man, the myth, the legend, in Baron Davis. Baron is another one of those base dribble style cards who just isn't really the most amazing at too many things. Can be a card that you like and you have some fun with if, that's your cup of tea, but it's not my cup of tea. Then we have the worst of the best here again here on this page. We have our man Allen Iverson. Obviously, Allen Iverson is just a bit of a undersized PG that just doesn't really fit 2K as much anymore, which is sad because I do think he's fun, but again, it's just, I don't know, he's not built for the meta that 2K is shifting towards right now, which is just unfortunate. We have Allen Houston, jump shot, I think the Ray Allen jumper, but the base dribble style. I know a lot of people love Allen Houston and love Ray Allen base cards. I just don't like this one. I don't think he's that great, and I think people overhype him. Giannis Antetokounmpo and James Bouknight are both just limited warm-up cards that you pick up because you can get them as limited warm-up cards to add to your squad, but they're not really all that crazy, for being, quite frank. We have Anthony Edwards, who does have jump shot 80 and is a pretty good card, but again, slasher dribble style, not, the most insane card in many things. Like, I think he's really good. I think he's really fun, but there's a cap to how good he is. Yeah. DeJounte Murray, great defensively, good playmaker, and he can finish. But the thing with DeJounte is that he has a pretty terrible jumper that's really easy to contest. I just don't think it makes him all that great. We have Dominique Wilkins, who has a good jumper that some people mess with and thinks pretty good. I'm on the boat that, like, it's all right, but it's nothing crazy in general. So there is that. He's just nah. Now the next one that we got is the wonderful man, the myth, the legend, the short king, Earl Boykins. 5'5" is obviously a menace in the making. The problem is just, he's 5'5". Denzel Valentine's got jump shot 22. He does, I think, the quick dribble style and is honestly one of the more fun cards, at least for me to use this year. I do think that it can be a little bit crazy using them, but I don't know. I do kind of like him. And then last but not least is Emerald Antoine Walker. Just he's another one of those limited warm-up cards you just pick up because you can use them for the limited weekend that is going on, and that's really all there is to them. You're not using them for any other reason, if I'm being honest. So I think that's all we have for the hard pass tier. This one's actually lower than some of the other tiers. We got still decent. Ziljunas Ilgauskas, Kent Bazemore jumper on quick is great. He's just kind of slow for his size. Tyler Hero is the Trae Young base on quick, which is great, but Hero is just an all offense, no defense kind of guy. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is a card that I know a lot of people like, but I'm just personally not really that impressed by him. Which may be crazy to some people. 6'6" PG should be nice, but in my opinion, he's just a little bit underwhelming. Russell Westbrook is Russell Westbrook. I mean, we all kind of know what Westbrook does. Super baited jumper, but he's going to be insanely good at getting the basket and dunking on everybody, and playmaking well, rebounding well. He's just not going to be locking it down all that crazy or shooting many threes. Robert Parrish has a bit of a baited jumper. And by a bit of a baited jumper, I mean he's got a pretty damn baited jumper, but he's pretty decent at doing everything else. So, it's just, again, he's a good card, but I just don't think that he's like a crazy card. Jared Allen is a card that I kind of just knocked down from the baby demons here just a little bit late, just because I wasn't really feeling him. His jumper's on the normal timing, and I will say that this Jared Allen is a really good card, especially on the defensive end. It's just some other times he can be a little bit lackluster on the offensive end, but defensively, if you're looking for a card that's going to lock it down, you got Jared Allen. Obi Toppin, absolutely amazing slasher, and jump shot 75 is always a jumper that I'd like to have, period, really. Nothing insane. He's not like a game-breaking card, but he is pretty fun. Andre Karolinko, this might be one to some people that's just absolutely blasphemous. Like, how do you put AK-47 down here in the, this essentially C tier, the pretty dumb solid tier? And I think the reason for it is just that AK is good, but his jumper on the normal timing and having the base dribble style just isn't really enough to warrant having a card who's only going to be there for defense. He still is a good card. He still is a fun card. I'm not, taking anything away from him. I just don't think that he's as good anymore. He's fallen by the wayside. He's just outdated, basically. Jonathan Kuminga has the Giannis jumper on the normal timing. He's a great defender, but he's good for a Ruby, but nothing crazy. Jeremy Lin jump shot 40 is just on the normal timing, way too baited, and he just doesn't really jump out at me for anything else. So I had to put him at the pretty damn solid. Isak Bonga is a card that I know a lot of people like, but he's personally not one that I'm too hyped about. Set shot 14 is nice. His defense is good because he's 6'8". His finishing pretty good and playmaking is okay. He just doesn't really feel super nice. Brandon Ingram jump shot 75, normal timing, just a nice offensive, or actually in the quick timing. Slash dribble style though. Ingram's good, but yeah, he's not crazy. That's pretty much the theme with these bottom two tiers. Dennis Rodman just has one of the worst, most baited jumpers that has ever existed in 2K and set shot 17. He is one of the best defenders in the entire game and one of the best rebounders in the entire game. I just don't think that's enough to put him any higher. Dan Issel is basically a Kevin Love who has some better defense, and that's really the best way that I can describe him. Bob Sura is that Darren Williams we talked about with jump shot 38 on that normal timing, but actually has a decent dribble style and is 6'5", but the jumper is still a little bit baited. Blake Griffin, just one of the cards, but I just don't really know how to rank him because he's just good at both positions, but nothing crazy. His jumper's a bit baited, his slashing is insane, but I don't know. I'm leaving him a pretty damn solid. Devin Booker slash dribble style, but has jump shot 4 on quick. When it comes to just being a catch and shoot cone, this Devin Booker is amazing, just doesn't really do anything outside of that too well for you. Pete Maravich, I don't know why they gave Pete the Ray Allen base on normal when Ray Allen got it on quick. It literally made no sense. If he had his jumper on quick, this Pete Maravich probably could jump up the damn demon, but without it, I don't know. I couldn't, in my opinion. DeAndre Ayton is good, great defensive kind of guy, and he's also great inside and in the post. The problem that you'll see with DeAndre Ayton is just that it's really easy to contest his jumper, and it makes it really baited, which is a bit tough. Kevin Duckworth is a center who can do literally everything and has that one-arm jumper, which it's so fun to see, especially when you get that evo done. The only problem that you'll see with Kevin Duckworth is that he just doesn't come with any good badges. He's great for a Ruby, but obviously he's a Ruby, so he's not up there in like the best of the best tiers, but he's still a pretty damn good card. JaVale McGee gets jump shot 31 on the quick timing, is obviously going to be a great rim protector and can be a really good lob threat. Just maybe a bit lackluster sometimes on the shooting, but all around he's a pretty good, amethyst, cheap budget center, which is what we want to see. Salem Sotomayor has jump shot 3 on the quick timing, but he is literally an all offense, no defense kind of guy. Basically playmaking and shooting threes, not even dunking, dude is only layups, but I personally find this card to be one of the most fun in the game. Duncan Robinson, jump shot 40, did it on the quick timing, he does get shifty. I just don't think that Duncan plays good defensively, like, at all whenever I'm using him, and it makes him basically a pup, which is kind of tough. But that being said, he still is a good card. Corey Kispert, another one of the Ray Allen base cards, does have, I think, the fundamental dribble style, which ain't bad, but Kispert's just kind of meant to run on the three-point line, catch and shoot threes, and that's really it. For the next tier, we don't have anything. Oh, we do have stuff in the still decent. We have Dave DeBuscher. Dave DeBuscher, one of my favorite cards because I love jump shot 26 and he has it on the quick timing. He also has some pretty great defense. The only problem that you run into with Dave is that he's just a cone. He's just a cone. Carmelo Anthony, it hurts me to knock Carmelo down this low, but jumper on the normal timing and slash the dribble style just is enough. It's too easy to contest Melo at this point, especially with there's other cards where you can take whatever shot you want. And the slash dribble style just makes him a bit of a cone. The pink diamond Melo was on my squad for so long, but I just don't think the Galaxy Opal is holding up anymore. Same thing with Antoine Jameson, base dribble style, jumper on the normal timing. He's a fun card, but he's definitely not up there. I locked in Boogie, so I know what it's like to have MT locked up that you could have, had right now, like 300k I spent on Boogie. So I understand the pain for people that locked in Antoine Jameson, but it's just, he's a bit underwhelming. Bob Pettit, basically Robert Parrish that can shoot a little bit better, but worse defensively. Bill Walton, jump shot 37, that Ben Wallace jumper, and I actually kind of like it. I really like this Ben Wallace card, but I know that the general consensus is that he's not like the most insane center in the game, but I kind of like him. I love his playmaking. I love how versatile he is, but he does feel kind of clunky, and sometimes his defense feels better on the perimeter than it does inside as a center. That can be a bit concerning. But again, I like this Bill Walton card. And then Ben Simmons, just great defensively. Does have his jumper on quick, but obviously you're only taking middies with Ben Simmons. You can shoot from 3 if you have a good coach boost, but it's obviously not reliable. But a really good slasher, really good defender, and play makes great. Just shooting can be very iffy with this card at times. Now we got the Baby Demon tier, where we're starting off with Wong Chi-Chi, jump shot 28, normal timing, absolutely amazing, and is a damn tall center, super fun card. We all love Wong Chi-Chi, and if you don't, I hate you for that personally. Wilt Chamberlain, back to the basket big, that dunks on people, blocks shots, and plays good defense in the paint. That's what Wilt does. Tracy McGrady has the trade break jumper on normal and has that slasher dribble style, so I just don't think he's crazy. I think he's a good small forward shooting guard. I just don't think that he's hit at next level of great. I do think we get another Tracy McGrady. There's going to be an out of position set of packs where T-Mac gets the point guard position. This one just ain't it. Sidney Moncrief, great card, fun card, great defensively, love jump shot 28 and quick, love the dribble style. I think he's amazing. He's just a 6'3" PG, and we have a lot of those right now, and I just think Moncrief is up there with some of the better ones, just not like the best one. That's literally the only negative that I have to say about Moncrief. We have Sean Kemp, has a quick dribble style. It's a great power forward. The only problem that you run into is that Sean Kemp is got one of the worst jumpers in the game, and it's just really easy to contest that. Even on the quick timing, it needs to be on very quick, I think, for him to have some contention up there. Sharif Abdul-Rahim and Paul Millsap are both literally the same card, just with some slightly different stats. They both have the same jumper and jump shot 34 on quick. They're both good defenders, but Paul Millsap is a better defender. They're both good shooters, but I think Sharif is a bit better as a shooter. They're both great finishers and post guys, but Sharif is a little bit better there. I do think both these guys are great to run if you need to, and I do have Sharif myself. He's a great card, but they're both just middle of the pack. They're both baby demon in my opinion. Rafer Alston has the trade break jumper on quick and the quick dribble style. The only problem is, while he is a jack of all trades PG, he's not going to be playing the best defense. We have Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol, I love. Basically like a point center for me. I think that he just kind of does whatever I need him to do, and set shot 16 on quick is great. Pau Gasol is one of my favorite cards to just use in the game, honestly. Pascal Siakam, jump shot 70. Basically, think about Obi Toppin, jump shot 75, but better defensively. And slightly worse in finishing. That's what Pascal Siakam is. Maurice Lucas is a Draymond Green card, has the same jumper as Draymond, but has a shifty dribble style and is absolutely insane defensively. That's what you get in Maurice Lucas. Just crazy good defense. The offense is definitely going to be lacking compared to some other cards, but he's so good defensively that I think sometimes they can actually make up for it a bit. And then last but not least is Marc Gasol. Set shot 18 on quick, but the only problem, Marc Gasol, great defender, great shooter, great finisher. He just is really slow, and that's the only negative I have for him. We got the Baby Demon, where we're starting off with Lance Stevenson. Jump shot 107 on quick is one of the best jumpers in the game, at least in my book right now. So easy to time. His defense is great. Just a super shifty, super fun card in general. We have LaMelo Ball, who has jump shot 81 on the normal timing as a slasher dribble style. For general PGs, I think he's good if you're trying to just run a playmaking PG that can score a bit. But in the grand scheme of like overall PGs, he's definitely got to be middle of the pack for them. Next up, we got the man Josh Smith. I love Josh Smith. I love the Brook Lopez base. I love the defense that the card plays. I think he's all around insane. Just, you know, in comparison to some of the other guys we have now, he's just a little bit outdated, and you got to add some things to really make him great, but he's still a fun card. Kevin Garnett, I like his jumper on quick, and I like how good his defense is. Just Garnett just has him in a card that traditionally works well in my hands, so he's just kind of a card that I have a bias in the negative aspect for him. Evan Mobley, if he had his jumper on quick, would be up a tier higher. He's good at everything, just especially defense, just jumper on normal is not ideal. DeMar DeRozan, at this point, having to add badges on the cards is just kind of an inconvenience that I don't feel like using, which is why DeMar got the Baby Demon shout, but still, trade brick base on normal, shifty dribble style, he's a good card. De'Aaron Fox, the one negative that I have about this card is he's a good defender. He's an insanely good slasher. He's a really good shooter, and he feels super shifty. Only problem is that he's got the Paul George jumper on normal, and that is it. Darius Garland and Damian Lillard are both virtually the same card. Lillard jumper on quick. Lillard has the Lillard style, and Garland has the quick dribble style. About it. They're both great slashers and not the greatest defenders. Elgin Baylor, Brook Lopez based on quick and the quick dribble style, can play the shooting guard really well. I think Elgin cards are super slept on every single year, so I'm putting him up here in the Baby Demon. But realistically, you could make an argument that he could be a tier higher. I love Elgin cards. And last but not least is Dolph Schayes, who has a jump shot 38, I think, on quick. Is a really good post guy, really good shooter, really good playmaker for a guy of his caliber at the power forward. I think Dolph Schayes, he's a demon. Next up, we got Chris Webber. Chris Webber, another really good card. He's got jump shot 22 on quick with this one. The thing that you'll get with Chris Webber is just the ability to do everything. I just don't love that they gave him the fundamental dribble style. I think Webber on quick would be great. Really one of those offensive heavy kind of power forwards, which still can be really good at this point in 2K. Just, I think Baby Demon. Bam Adebayo, just I can do everything center. Like, that's what Bam does. He does everything. Really good jumper. Christian Laettner, jump shot 31. He's got a great post game, great finishing, great shooting, great playmaking, great post game, great defense. I said post game like 3 times, honestly. Really is nothing Christian Laettner can't do. He's just kind of doesn't feel insane. Danilo Gallinari has the Danilo jumper on quick and has the quick dribble style. 6'10". He's great. I have Danilo now, and he's a super fun card. I like his jumper. It's so easy to time, honestly, and that's why he gets his shout. His defense sometimes can be a little bit weak because I think he's got like a lack of strength, but he's still a really good, really fun kind of card to just mess around with. Andre Iguodala obviously has the Iggy jumper on quick. Great slasher and great defenders, which you get out of Iggy while still being able to shoot. He's just a good card. Trey Murphy goes absolutely dummy when you get that Evo up to him. Trey Murphy is an absolutely insane card. Most of these Metamorphosis cards are super fun to run. I highly recommend that you do. But Trey Murphy gets the Burke base on quick, shifty dribble style, some great finishing, and he just literally can do everything all at once. Trey Murphy's a beast. Try him out for an Ami. He is crazy. Evan Turner gets up here because he can play the PG at like 6'7", 6'8", and he can do everything in there. Just a dub. Rudy Fernandez, once you Evo him up, gets the Steph Curry jumper on quick, which is beautiful. He's basically like a 6'6" Curry. I think they can play PG. Super nice. Pat Burke, set shot 16, in my opinion, is super nice. A really slept on big man jumper, and Pat Burke is great with it. For a free Evo Galaxy Opal, Pat Burke is amazing. Jimmy Butler, I know a lot of people really like him. I think his position kind of holds him back because he's only kind of viable as a power forward, and I don't think he's crazy as a power forward. But Jimmy's got jump shot 22 on quick, great defense, and the quick dribble style. I think, again, he's good for a power forward, but with Jimmy, I think that his shooting guard that was a PG that only had the power dribble style, honestly, had a bigger impact when he dropped than this one does. And then Jerry Stackhouse, jump shot 1 on quick, great slashing, pretty good defense, really good playmaking. Jump shot 1 on quick is a slept-on jumper. I think it's super fun. Jerry Stackhouse for budget guys is great to have. Jeremy Grant, I think, has jump shot 62. I almost said it backwards. Jump shot 62. Again, on the quick timing and the quick dribble style. Jeremy Grant, just a nice offensive option that can shoot, really slash, and really play defense at 6'8". He's just a good, small forward to have on the squad. And then we have a few here in Baby Demon still on this last page. We got Chauncey Billups, who has base 98 on very quick. It is absolutely insane. He's good slashing. Just can't really dunk too much. Playmaking is great. Feels super shifty, and his defense is all around really solid. Brandon Jennings, really good card. Really good card. Brandon Jennings' curse was that he had a really good jumper, but had no, at least a good jumper in my opinion, but had no playmaking with the base dribble style. But now he's got the Trae Young base on very quick, the quick dribble style, and some really good dribbling now. And that Trae base on quick feels like one of the fastest jumpers you ever use in your life. And then we have Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace, another one of those cards who was just amazing on the defensive end because he's a 6'9" center that had like defensive player of the year, what, 3-4 times? I think it was 4 times, which is just crazy. And then you take that and put it on a shooting guard that has jump shot 37 on very quick and can dunk on everybody, and it's a damn good time. We'll just say that. Starting off the damn demons here, we have my man Zach LaVine, the LaVine jumper on the normal timing, sadly, but the quick dribble style, and he's just so shifty, he's so nice, he dunks on everybody, and his defense is still solid. Throw Bailey is pretty damn good. I mean, I wouldn't call him like the most insane card in the world, but he's jump shot 22, good defense, good playmaking, good finishing, yeah, keep him the damn demon. DeMar DeRozan has the trade break jumper on quick, obviously a super easy jumper to time, and he's a 6'7" PG that can dunk on everybody. His defense, though, is a little bit underwhelming, so sometimes that can be a bit concerning for DeMar. Shaq, in my opinion, best back to the basket big that we have right now. He dunks on everybody, still a bit of a midi, and blocks every shot in the paint, and that's what Shaq does. Serge Ibaka, jump shot 26, normal timing, and is absolutely insane at that. I love the Serge Ibaka, one of my favorite cards, and I will not take any slander on him whatsoever. Rip Hamilton, a card that plays insanely good defense, has jump shot 40 on quick, and has a shifty dribble style. He literally can do everything and is so good at it. Ray Allen just got the card recently yesterday, finally hit level 40, finally stepping up my game a bit. And Ray, his jumper on quick is absolutely disgusting. His finishing is great. His playmaking feels pretty good. His defense is obviously like crazy. There's really just nothing that Ray Allen is bad at. He's just a great card at 6'5" for the 2. Danny Ferry, base 98, very on quick dribble style at 6'10" to play small forward. He's a great card. Paul George can literally do everything. I wish PG had his jumper on quick, and I may actually be gassing him up a little bit by putting him this high, but really can do everything. Nikola Jokic, one of my favorite cards. I know set shot 18 isn't one of people's favorite jumpers, but Jokic just feels so good when you actually use him because his playmaking is great. I love centers that can playmake, and to me, he's another one of those point guard centers that just feels fun to use, and I think fun factor definitely weighs a little bit in my opinion here on him. Lonzo Ball, 6'6", defensive PG that can play make well and shoot with a nice jumper. Kobe Bryant's jumper on normal is obviously not ideal, but it's still a jumper that's damn good. His dribble style is crazy. His defense is awesome, and he's dunking everybody. Kobe is great. Just obviously we need a card with the very quick jumper on him. Then we got the Dame Demons here as well, where we got Joel Embiid, jump shot 47, absolutely crazy in the post. He's really good defensively. He's just a good, center to have in the game. I just don't think he's top tier. Joe Johnson, jump shot 38 on quick. On quick. The quick dribble style feels super fun. Joe Johnson just has really nice dribbling animations that just make him a fun card to use in the game, which, I mean, again, fun factor, gotta throw it in there. Just, again, I don't think top tier, but still damn good. Next up, we have Jiong Liang. Jump shot 70 on the normal timing. Obviously, sometimes can be a little bit slow, but because of that, it's super easy to time. So we love that, and he's a 7-foot power forward, so you gotta have some fun. Jason Tatum's the best cone of the game. Jump shot 107, does not miss, and his defense is still absolutely amazing. Just obviously, he's not the most crazy card when it comes to actually being able to move, dribble, anything like that. Jalen Rose, 6'8" point guard, quick dribble style, great defense because he's 6'8". His finishing is actually pretty nice. His shooting is pretty great. I think 32 on quick or 32 on normal, something like that. I don't know. He's a good jumper. He's a good PG, man. Hakeem Olajuwon is Marc Gasol, who we talked about being, I think, a tier below him, but is just faster. He's essentially a Marc Gasol who has got a good defense, that great post game, that great finishing, and an jumper, but has like an 80-something speed as a center, which is great. Giannis, I think we all kind of know that he's got to at least be in the damn demon tier with this small forward. He's just crazy good. Giannis jumper on quick. He's absolutely amazing defensively. He doesn't let anybody score, and there's nothing that he can't do on the offensive end really with this card. So, I mean, he gets the shout out up. Gary Payton, Jeremy Lin, jump shot 40 on normal with defense, insanely good defense. I know that Gary Payton's not going to be scoring too much, but he's got a good dribble style and he can dunk in the paint, but his defense is so good that he gets up here. Dwight Howard is a guy who is going to block literally every shot at the rim and is so damn good in the paint that it should actually be illegal this year. It is crazy what Dwight Howard can do in the paint, and actually is a bit of a three-point shot now with the jumper on quick, so give him some love. Derrick Rose, one of the better and easier time-to-time jumpers in the game, is super fast, super good dribbling, and is dunking on literally everybody when he gets in the paint. Obviously, Derrick Rose is insane. Kazi Russell has jump shot 3 on the quick timing. Feels super nice to just use in your hands. It's a nice 3-point hunting kind of shooting guard. He is 6'5", so you have to run him at the 2. Don't run him at the 3, please. And his defense, well, sometimes lackluster, is damn good. We got Bol Bol. Bol Bol doesn't miss when he's inside the paint, and the Brook Lopez jumper just makes it so that everything that he shoots is just absolute green beans that never seem to be off target at all. I love this Bol Bol. I know a lot of people do. He's damn good. For the best cards, the next best cards tier list page, we have Anthony Davis and the Damn Demon, and AD on this card is obviously crazy because he's great at the power forwards. He's got his jumper on that normal timing, which obviously to some people is a bit of a negative, and me kind of included, but I still think it's really easy to green everything with AD. His defense is good. His playmaking is also damn solid. I think some people hate on this AD a little bit, but he's still, while being very slightly outdated, he's still a good card. Tyler Hansbrough, I love him. Jump shot 38, again, is great. His post game is amazing. Tyler Hansbrough is great. Pick him up. He's a great budget guy. Thurl Bailey, honestly, when I think it comes to the grand scheme of like overall, tier list cards, I don't really think that Thurl Bailey is that much better than his Galaxy Opal to warrant putting him up at best of the best. Thurl has his jumper on quick now, is better all around just slightly, but I just don't think it's all that big of a difference. Steph Curry, jumper on quick, and just basically it's a Steph card with the jumper on quick, and obviously the Steph dribbles and just has some good defense. RJ Barrett has the Rudy Gay jumper on quick, great dribble style, feels super smooth in your hands, feels easy to score with every single time, and he plays good defense. There's really nothing wrong with RJ. Ralph Sampson is a 7'4" monster in the paint that doesn't let anybody score. I use this Ralph Sampson in clutch time, not at all because I want to score with him, even though you can paint mash your life away and probably make every shot that he attempts to take. But his defense and rim protection is so good that he's got to be up here, damn demon. Oscar Robertson and Manu Ginobili are kind of the same in my opinion. Oscar 6'5", Manu 6'6". Oscar has, I think, jump shot 49 on very quick, and Manu has the XM on quick. They both now have good dribble styles, Manu with shifty and Oscar with quick, and they're just good, tall PGs that can score with beautiful jumpers, can get to the paint and dunk on people, feel amazing playmaking-wise. I would just say that Oscar is better defensively than Manu is. Manu a little bit better offensively, but both are super fun, although I will say I do prefer Oscar a bit. Magic Johnson's up next. Magic, 6'9" PG. I mean, we all kind of know what he does. I mean, it's Magic Johnson. I mean, the guy's 6'9". Magic does feel clunky to most people, including myself. It does a particular playstyle to use him, but he still is a great guard. LeBron James has jumper on quick, but the LeBron dribble style just really isn't crazy. LeBron is that guy that can literally do everything on the court. I just don't really think he's impressed me too much. But eventually we'll get, some crazy LeBron with a good dribble style, and I think it'll be fine. John Wall jumper on quick. He's a 6'4" guy who is lightning quick and is dunking on everybody, has a great jumper and Hall of Fame sniper, and is good defensively. Like, John Wall is obviously one of the better PGs in the game. And then last but not least for this page, not just like overall, we still got a few more of the damn demon. Eddie Curry, jump shot 38 on very quick, is absolutely broken. This guy dunked on everybody, and I honestly could have put him in the best of the best tier because I did a gameplay with him yesterday, and I think that this Eddie Curry is one of the best centers in the game. And then the last two guys we got on the list are Cam Reddish and Arvydas Sabonis. Cam Reddish shows you that the Paul George jumper on very quick is probably one of the best jumpers in the game. Or not on very quick. On quick is one of the best jumpers in the game, and then is absolutely locked down on defense and is a 6'8" 2 guard. It's obviously crazy. And then a 7'3" PG and Arvydas Sabonis. Obviously, he's got to be somewhere on the damn demon tier. I mean, it's just how it is. And then we can start off with the best of the best. We got Scottie Pippen, jump shot 30. Even on that quick timing, can be a little bit slow. You do got to watch out for it. But Scottie is some of the best defense in the game. Is dunking everybody, and his playmaking is great. Rudy Gay jumper on quick, has some of the best defensive tendencies, some of the best dribbling animations, is dunking on everybody. He's just super smooth. Reggie Lewis has the Kemba Walker jumper. I have the privilege now of having this card. His defense is absolutely locked down, and he does not miss on the offensive end. Like Reggie Lewis, one of the best cards in the game still. Morris Peterson, jump shot 14 on quick, and is a 6'7" guy that can play make insanely well with some great dribbling animations, can literally do whatever he wants. Morris Peterson's one of the best cards in the game, and I'm sticking by it. Yao Ming, 7'6". He's a 7'6" center that can shoot. That's all you need. Luka Doncic has the most unguardable jumper in the entire game. Like, you actually can't contest it, and it is probably one of the most frustrating things. I'm not even kidding. The only teams that I have lost to in like the last 2 to 3 weeks, since Luka has dropped, Luka has been on the squad. I have not lost to anybody without Luka. It is crazy what this card does as a 6'7" PG. Kristaps Porzingis, Brook Lopez jumper on normal, surprisingly, but is a 7'3" guy who can play amazing defense, who can shoot, who can literally block everything, is great in the paint. He's just a good card. Klay Thompson is one of the best 3-and-D cards in the game. Klay Thompson jumper on quick with the, obviously, I think shifty dribble style and crazy good defense of Klay Thompson. He's just a all-around, absolutely amazing, super fun card to use. Kawhi Leonard has some of the best defense you'll possibly find in any single year in 2K, and then has the rail and jumper on quick. The Kawhi dribble style definitely is not amazing, but Kawhi is still top tier just because of defense alone. Karl Malone has, I think his Karl Malone jumper on quick and the quick dribble style. He's a 6'9", I think, power forward, small center. So I would definitely run him at the 4, but realistically just isn't anything that he's like bad at, honestly. John Morant, I'd put him up here because I think he's the best 6'3" PG in the game right now. Honestly, John Morant is just, fun factor puts John Morant into the best of the best tier, and you cannot argue that. There's very few cards that just using them gives you more joy than John Morant. DeMarcus Cousins, jump shot 8 on quick with that shifty dribble style just makes him a great card. I'm personally going to grab him when it comes to my like beyond level 40 pack, which I'll be getting pretty soon. DeMarcus Cousins is just great. A center that has the shifty dribble style is just fun. For our Demons tier, we got David Robinson over here. D-Rob's jumper on quick, great defense. I really don't feel like I have to explain why David Robinson is up in the top tier. I mean, his Pink Diamond was one of the best cards in the game for the longest time, so obviously when he gets an Opal, it's going to be one of the best centers. Clyde Drexler, jump shot 5 on quick, the shifty dribble style, and is a 6'7" PG that is dunking on everybody's head. Posters galore, and his defense is still great. Cincinnati's Powell. Imagine Manu Ginobili's Dante X and base on quick, but with a taller card that plays the small forward, and you have Cincinnati's Powell. Boom, money. Next up, we have two of the cheesiest cards in the game in Chris Mullin and Cedric Maxwell. Cedric with jump shot 3 on very quick, which may be the most overpowered thing I've ever used or gone against in my life. It is hard as hell to contest that damn card. And Chris Mullin has 2-2 on very quick. Both have great dribble styles, but Mullin can Curry slide, which is obviously pretty great. The defense of both these guys is great. The finishing is great. These guys are crazy. Cade Cunningham, jump shot 80 on quick, and some great dribble styles. Cade is great. I mean, most of us are still using him. I sold my Cade Cunningham and picked up Oscar because he's like half the price. But yeah, still an amazing card. Alex English is what Carmelo Anthony could be. Has the Carmelo Anthony jumper on quick, has the shifty dribble style, is an amazing slasher, is a great defender, and his shooting is absolutely amazing. Alex English is a god. Zion Williamson is a small forward, but when you EVO him up, jump shot 3 on very quick. Is going to be dunking on everybody. Zion's build is absolutely crazy. The vertical on that guy is insane. He blocks everything in the paint. His rebounding is crazy. Like, Zion just rebounds better than everybody. It's crazy. Just a great card. Vince Carter has the Vince jumper, I think, on either quick or very quick. Doesn't really matter. Vince can play, sadly, not the PG position, but can play the 2, and I think he's still great. I'm leaving Vince in best of the best. You can disagree with it. It's all right. It's all right. Next up, we got Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's jumper on very quick is absolutely money, and if you tell me otherwise, you are wrong. His defense is crazy. His post game is godly, and again, I just love him because of his defense, and he doesn't miss from 3. Terry Dissinger. Terry just has the Rudy Gay jumper on quick, 6'8", shooting guard that has that jumper with all of the best dribbling animations in the game, besides being able to Curry slide, and his defense being like that. Yeah, he's up there. Next up is Scotty Barnes, probably one of the best defensive cards that I've used in the game. And then once you Evo him, he gets jump shot, John Wall on very quick, and the shifty dribble style. I mean, come on. That's just a recipe for being godly. Scotty Barnes, not only one of my favorite players in the NBA, but one of my favorite cards in the game right now. If you can pick him up, pick him up. He's great. And then I think we have just a few more here. Patrick Ewing got his jumper changed to jump shot 4, and he got it on the quick timing. So Patrick Ewing was already one of the best defensive centers and one of the best post centers in the game, but now he can shoot at a damn great rate. So yeah, Patrick Ewing, best of the best. Probably one of the best Michael Jordan cards we've ever had in ages. Michael Jordan's jumper on very quick right now is absolutely insane. He's got a great dribble style. Obviously, he's got a good defense, and it's MJ, so he's dunking everybody. Just a great card. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, probably the best center in the game right now, in my opinion. Jump shot 21 on quick. It's just godly. He can shoot great. His post game is amazing. His defense is just unreal. Kareem, every single time he drops, really just becomes one of the best PGs, and I don't really think it's any different right now, if I'm being honest. Like, Kareem's a god. Giannis and Evan Mobley, 6'11" and 7' centers with good jumpers. Giannis is the better card here, but their defense is just crazy that I put Evan Mobley up here. This guy literally doesn't let you score. Oh my god, it's unreal, and they're crazy at the small forward as well. Dwayne Wade, I just really love this card. His defense is great for a 6'4" PG. He's got the Wade jumper on quick, has an awesome dribble style, awesome defense, is dunking everybody. Dwayne Wade is amazing. Artist get another one of those top centers. Jump shot 1 on quick is obviously insane. And the one thing the Artist is always good at is finishing and great defense in the paint as well as rebounding. But now he can shoot as well. That's obviously great. And Anthony Davis, who is my starting small forward right now, the guy has the 80 jumper on quick, which is insane, and is a 6'10" small forward that traditionally plays the power forward, so blocks everybody, plays insanely good, and has the ability to play the 2 at 6'10". Yeah, 80's the best of the best. So that wraps it up for our best cards tier list. Now, if you guys I've already skipped this, and I know you guys have done it. There's 4 tiers here. We have 4 pages here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you check all of them out and make sure that you're looking at them all. I'll keep flipping through them so you guys can see it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as like the video. These tier lists take forever to make and record, even doing this fast format. If I didn't do it fast, it'd be like an hour-and-a-half video. These are like the top 200 cards in my team right now. It takes forever to do these, so please like, subscribe, and all that wonderful stuff. And let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.